boy Jack. I'm my boy Being Smart with What's up, y'all?
What's up, man? We back.
What's good?
We ain't bringing y'all no wrestling like my man said. This NBA topic been going around lately.
I said hoops.
Yeah, hoops, basketball.
You said wrestling.
I said we ain't bringing y'all no wrestling. Like you said, we bringing the basketball.
Oh yeah, okay. My bad, bro.
I mean, I know
it's late, bro.
Man. Yeah. But yeah, though, this been a big topic going around lately. People been asking the question, should Derrick Rose go into the NBA Hall of Fame? Yes or no? I mean, a lot of people got their own opinions about this. So today we gonna share ours about how we feel about this situation, this topic.
Right.
I don't know how y'all want to start it off.
Well, we gonna start off with people been talking about how Derrick Rose, he was talking, but somebody asked him like, do you deserve to be in the Hall of Fame? And he was like, of course, because of when he came from Chicago, from the South Side. He said that he grew up in a rough neighborhood. He been through a lot of obstacles. Went to Simeon. Then he played for Memphis for 1 year. Then he got drafted first round, pick for Chicago Bulls. Chicago selected him. And he came in and he was building his way up. You feel me? Now he's saying he should be a Hall of Fame. I mean, why not? I think he deserved to be in the Hall of Fame. It's off the fact that you was the youngest MVP at the age of 22. I'm 22, and he was 22, and he was already MVP. So,
right.
I mean, that means something. I mean, he's in the history books.
He came
no
in
matter
and proved,
what.
A Rookie of the Year.
He won Rookie of the Year. He took them to the playoffs against the Boston Celtics, against Paul Pierce, KG, Rondo, Ray Allen, Glenn Davis.
That top boss. That was that real Boston Celtics.
Yeah, that was right after they won the title.
Right after they won the championship.
But in my opinion, and we from the same area as D Rose. But in my opinion, he might say, he from Chicago and the upbringing and stuff and all that, but I know that them voters don't care nothing about, where you from and all that.
Yeah.
So what I'm gonna say is, you look at the resume, it's like 3-time All-Star, 1-time Rookie of the Year, 1 time. Well, you can only win Rookie of the Year 1 time.
Yeah.
Rookie of the Year. I don't know why I said that. 1-time MVP.
Yeah.
All NBA first team. I think he might have been on there couple times.
I think he been on like twice. I think. Yeah.
He started 2 times in the All-Star game. I think that count for being an All-Star starter. I think that count for something.
Yeah.
So you look at everything in totality. You say, is it enough? Because we know the Basketball Hall of Fame, not the NBA Hall of Fame, the Basketball Hall of Fame.
Right.
The criteria is different for everybody. I think he might. I don't know if he has enough though. Because he had what, 3 good years.
Yeah, he had 3 good years before for the injuries came.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's what everybody I've seen say when you say it, when you be saying on social media, Derrick Rose should go in the Hall of Fame, and then people be like, without the injuries, yeah. But because of the injuries, it's not likely that he gonna go in the Hall of Fame. But I mean, he got an impressive, you just ran down this list of accomplishments. He got a decent resume. Yeah, his career been shortened due to injuries. He carried the Bulls to the playoffs. We could have went to the finals. Me and Terry's ACL.
Yeah, twice.
So I mean, Rose is that point guard. Prime D Rose is a monster. You watch him, you just
top
see
5 player in the league.
Man, it's but see, injuries can do you some bad damage. And coming from where he come from.
Oh yeah, we all got bad knees in Chicago.
We hoop from the street. We start on concrete.
Yeah, we just got
grinding, right? So we know. So Rose came up. He made it to the league, and he felt the consequence. But then you got players though from the past, like T-Mac, and players like that who had injuries in their career.
The same injuries, not the same injuries, but who their careers was shortened because of injuries.
Yeah.
Let's say the fact off.
And he in the Hall of Fame.
Right.
But T-Mac played at a high level longer than D Rose did.
Yeah.
That's the thing though.
Yeah, a lot of people do say that too. Rose, he had a couple of good years. After that, he been off and on, been going to different teams.
I mean, but he played decent that 1 year. For the next, he averaged like 18 a game.
Yeah.
He played. The Cavaliers, I won't count that because he was battling through the,
Yeah, he did
count the Cavaliers.
Right.
He went to Cleveland.
I was wondering why. Like,
Man, he got traded.
Well, he got traded, right?
Yeah, he got traded. Yeah, he got traded.
Then he, Minnesota.
Yeah. I mean, Minnesota. I mean, that was when he was coming a little back. You show some signs of the old Derrick Rose.
50-point game.
50-point game. I mean, he low key was the front 3 or 4 for the 6 man of the year.
Yeah.
Coming off the bench, helping the Timberwolves win some games. So
yeah,
I mean, he could have won 6 man of the year, but no, they ain't gonna give it to Lou Will because he been more productive.
Yeah, Lou Williams is that dude.
Yeah, he is that dude.
Lou Will.
But I did see the stat on I forgot what year it was, but whatever it was, him and Mike Conley averaged about a dub, like 6 assists, something like that. Same percentages and all that. D Rose averaged about 18, 5 assists. So, and you look at the contracts, like D Rose probably got like a $4 million contract.
Yeah.
Mike Conley got like this big crazy contract that was like 4 years, 120 something million or something like that.
Yeah.
It's like crazy, like, cause Mike Conley been a little injured too, and then you got D Rose, but D Rose's injuries were like devastating.
His was like, they serious, like they take like opportunities to go to the playoffs and win a ring. That's like, let's see, Mike Conley, he had little injuries. One that's serious is D Rose injuries though. See, D Rose, he the top talk of the top, People really don't think Rose is going in the Hall of Fame, bro, because of how many injuries he had. He missed seasons. He missed half of seasons. And then, so it's like, it's hard to really see. Like, me personally, I think just like, I'm a fan of him, Chicago blood, but I mean, I think he should go in. Like, I think he will go in the Hall of Fame. That's just me, though.
He's not gonna be a first ballot.
No.
He's not at all. But I think he can get a spot, though. He proved, that he can, put up the numbers. He got some accolades on his belt. Like, winning the youngest MVP, not no easy task. Coming in off the rip,
Right. His game jumped from a rookie year to MVP within like 2-3 seasons.
Like
you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
that's no easy task.
Right.
But the thing is, I think you might need more than 3 good seasons.
Yeah, just one.
And one great season.
Right.
Like 2 good seasons and then 1 great season, and then that was it, really.
Yeah. You're definitely right, though. Those accomplishments are great, but they might not be enough.
Because now I will say something. If D Rose does not make the Hall of Fame, he's going to be the first MVP in NBA history to not make the Hall of Fame. Look at the LeBrons, the Kobe's, the Shaqs, the Jordans,
the KGs,
all them people. He's gonna be the only one not to get into the Hall of Fame.
Only, that's gonna be sad. Too.
If he don't, which it's kind of like if he don't make it, it's understandable. If he does make it, it's understandable. But if he doesn't make it, he's gonna make history in terms of being the first man to win MVP and not make the Hall of Fame.
That's not the right way to make history, but
that's not his fault though. To be honest, because the injuries robbed his career.
Yeah,
though.
man.
That really not his fault.
That's unfortunate,
Yeah.
And now he's with he in Detroit.
Yeah, the Motor City.
Now I'm gonna go out on a limb, and I think he can do something in Detroit. Him and Blake and Drummond. I think they can do something over there. I ain't gonna say they're a championship team, but they can go to the playoffs and do something big. They can shock some people, though.
Yeah, but with Detroit, and to go off topic but stay on topic a little bit, Detroit, you look at Blake Griffin, all right. Blake Griffin really hasn't gotten better. He's kind of been the same player since he was a rookie.
He got his jump shot got better. I mean, he wasn't shooting no jumpers when he came in. I mean, he shoot threes now.
That's it, but his post game is weak.
Yeah, his post game same, right? Okay.
Yeah, that fluky shot, he just spin around and throw it up. Yeah. Andre Drummond offensively really can't do anything. Great rebounder, great defender, clogs the paint. But like, I don't know, man. I don't know.
I mean, they made the playoffs last season.
Yeah, they gonna make the playoffs.
So that's probably now that they added Rose to him, and he most likely gonna start over there. Unless they got
they still got Reggie.
Reggie Jackson.
Yeah, they still got him.
So he still start.
Nah, he'll come off the bench. I mean, let him come off the bench. He does great now, to be honest, when he come off the bench.
Rose?
Yeah, Rose, yeah.
All right, so Reggie Jackson start.
Yeah.
Rose, he decent coming off the bench.
Yeah, he decent come off the bench.
I mean, he really ain't no, like, you know, he really ain't no starter like that no more anyways.
I just don't like how people, my bad for cutting you. I just don't like how people call him like he a scrub. I mean, y'all know he can hoop. I mean, the dude can average 18 if he wants to, 20 a game.
Whoever's saying that, they wild.
Yeah, he far from a scrub.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand the Hall of Fame.
Even with all the injuries, he's at least at his bare minimum, he's a 6-man.
Yeah,
he ain't no MVP player no more, but he definitely up there.
At his best, he's a starting point guard that can give you maybe 17, 18 points.
Yeah, people just talking now.
That's just people just saying so. They don't know.
But Rose, like, you know, he did decent in Minnesota coming off the bench, so he can do that in Detroit.
Yeah.
You know, Reggie Jackson a great point. He could shoot, he do all that. So I mean, I don't see Detroit doing too much damage, but they going to the playoffs.
But I would like to see Rose win a championship.
Yeah, I definitely would. It's just like the feeling of like the Chicago native winning a ring, just even one. You know, like
I would love to see Rose get a championship at least. Yeah. If he can't get in the Hall of Fame, well, at least he get to say, "I got a championship."
Right, I got a ring. You know.
Right. So that's all. I mean, my opinion though, he. You know, Chicago native, man.
Yeah, you know, that's me, man.
I mean, and you could look at people who, like, I know, for instance, Melo's going to the Hall of Fame, right?
Oh yeah.
But he underachieved in his career. Underachieved.
Yeah. Between LeBron, D-Wade, and Bosh, he underachieved.
Yeah, he underachieved. Yeah. So I think
Melo's just that player. Like,
he's
first
great.
off, he been in the league
he's
a long
great
time, and then he natural scores.
Yeah, but he underachieved in his career. Which
Definitely with a ring.
Not even that. Like Melo was supposed to be a dude you build your team around.
Right.
I didn't. Even them Denver teams were great.
Him and AI.
And Chauncey.
I think that was the best team though. I think he could have won with him and Allen Iverson.
Nah, but his best team was that year. They had they went to the conference finals with him, Chauncey, Kenyon Martin.
When they faced LA in the conference finals.
That was his best. That was the best team he played. I know AI is great.
Yeah.
But the best team he played with, in terms of like complete team,
Chauncey was that man.
Chauncey, Birdman, Nene, all them dudes.
Yeah.
That was
J.R. Smith, young
J.R. Smith, not the one who be tweaking right now. Man.
But I think if Melo can get in, with the 3 gold medals, no MVPs, no championships, All Stars.
He got he 11-time, 10-time All Star.
Yeah, that helps. That kind of blows D Rose out.
See, Rose was what 3 times?
He a 1-time scoring champion.
Yeah, he had one time against 2013 when he was with the Knicks.
Yeah, 1-time scoring champion.
Yeah, see, like you said, like that 11-time also already blow D Rose out the window.
Yeah, if you make it at least, I want to say if you make it at least like 5 times, I think you should be an automatic Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
I think that's how that goes. It's really no criteria. I'm just saying like that's probably how that goes.
Right.
Because Chris Webber he was like a 5-time All-Star.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, man. This D Rose situation. I mean, it's tough, but I mean, everybody got their opinions about it.
It's up to those people in I think it's Springfield. I don't know.
Yeah. I think it's always in Springfield. Yeah,
or that might be the NFL. I don't know. But man, it's sports. It's all about. So, y'all got anything else to say?
Not really. I think we ran through mostly everything. I think we all think Rose should be in there. At least deserve.
If they put him in there, I wouldn't be upset.
Right,
but if they don't put him in there, I'd be like, well,
it wouldn't. Like it's like, it ain't no big deal.
Right.
Yeah.
So man, let us know what y'all think. Let us know what y'all, because we from Chicago, so this is more of a close to home thing, man.
I'm from Iowa.
You trying to be like Seth Rollins? You going
I'm
to
from
Iowa,
Davenport.
Iowa. You
But
rock
I
the
rock from
Bears.
Chicago. Yeah, I'm from Chicago, man. Illinois. Sad to say.
What you mean? Sad to say.
Chicago.
Oh, yeah, I mean Chicago messed up. But man, let us know what y'all think. Let us know if y'all think D Rose should be in the Hall of Fame. Let us know if you don't deserve it, man.
Yeah, I mean
It go both ways, man. Let's put some arguments down there.
down below, man.
Subscribe to the channel, like, share, subscribe. I'm your boy Jay.
On your